Good evening, everybody.
Hey, welcome everybody. Can we have everybody take your seats? Take your seats. Take your seats at this virtual event. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Well, hello, friends and supporters of Amate House. We see we've got a packed house tonight, so thanks all for joining us. My name is Maura Daly-Hessness.
And I'm Phil Zapata, and we are both on the board of directors for Amate House.
And we're also the co-chairs of tonight's Amate House Gala.
So as you can imagine, what's unexpected is where we're doing this and how we're doing this. Our greatest hope, though, as you might imagine, for tonight is that everyone who is joining us, that your friends and family all stay safe and healthy during this pandemic. So thank you so much for joining us.
Well, about a month and a half ago, we had to make the difficult decision to cancel the physical gala, but we knew that Amate Magic needed to go on. Many of you know Amate House is a small but mighty organization, and it really depends on the generous contributions from this, our largest fundraiser. So thank you to the great event management from Lisa Wittig on the Amate House staff. We were able to transition the many pieces of this event into an online format. So please bear with us as we navigate through this new technological event together. So tonight will be a shorter, more compact program, and we want to acknowledge and celebrate Amate House's 36 years of service to the Archdiocese of Chicago, the schools, the social service agencies throughout the city of Chicago where our fellows are working.
So yes, it's a Zoom party, but we're totally happy that you're here with us, that you're joining us. Our theme, if you haven't already caught on, and if you didn't notice from the invitations, is the Roarin' 20s. Because it is. It's the Roarin' 20s again. It's just the 2020s. But we so appreciate that many of you have donned your hotsy-totsy dresses and your suits to travel back with us to that point in time, to the days of the Charleston Prohibition, which thank God is not active now, and the Model T Ford.
So while we're not getting together in person like we planned, we're going to make the best of things. We've got a short virtual program with some brief remarks from a few Amate House folks. We're also really honored to have Joe Matisse from the Walk-Ins here with us tonight. Joe was going to perform for us live at the physical event, but he quickly agreed to go virtual with us, and he'll be playing a short set here in a little bit. So please raise your glass of your favorite giggle water with us as we celebrate the work of Amate House. I love a good theme, so I am, of course, drinking gin. Phil, what's the Zapata Speakeasy serving tonight?
Well, we were able to get a small bottle of Bullet Bourbon, so thank goodness that Benny's delivers. But so yeah, so we're doing fine. So let me take this opportunity now to remind you that our online auction, it's the main portal for your financial support tonight for this party. If you find yourself with a few extra clams during this pandemic, there are several ways for you to support Amate House. You can bid on the silent auction items and the super silent auction trips. You can purchase a cash raffle ticket or raise your paddle and make a donation to support our fellows.
So if you haven't been to our auction bidding site and you have an extra device or another window open, you should pull that up now. The website is aesbid.com/amate20. You'll see a link pop up here in the comments section. I'm looking at a few packages myself. We're moving to a new house, and my 1-year-old is real excited about those radio flyer items. Phil, what about you? Do you have any?
Well, I have a co-conspirator here who's got her eye on a lot of the radio flyer items.
Uh-oh. We're gonna fight it out, I think, Ann.
Yeah. So we're allowing the 5-year-old to play with the online auction tool, which could be good or is likely bad. But anyways, back to me. I've got my, come on. Well, okay. See, she's still there. I've got my eye on some of the wine packages. We've taken a look back at the iPad. So, there's pretty much something for everyone. It's good to note, though, in particular, that the donors, the gracious donors of our super silent auction trips, have offered to work with the highest bidder on these trips to arrange for the best time to go. So many of you may be taking a look at these and saying, "Oh my gosh, I with everything that's going on, I want to bid on this, but I don't know when this is going to be able to happen." We, Amate House, will work with the highest bidder to arrange that. They've been gracious enough to extend these opportunities into 2021 and in some cases 2022. So we're very thankful for that. And it's the same with the sports tickets and those experiences as well. So we can connect you with a donor who is willing to provide the tickets to a future game in case the one that you win is canceled. So don't worry about that. Go ahead and bid on the experience or the ticket package or the trip that you want.
Lots of flexibility here. Another thing to note is that if you've won an item and you need to pick it up, in most circumstances, with the exception of the tickets and gift cards, the winner will need to pick up their item at Amate House, which is in McKinley Park, right off of 55, or make arrangements with somebody who can go do that for you. We know it's an extra element, but we're hoping that it won't stop you from bidding on all those great items in the auction. There are some really exciting things in there.
Yeah, and there's great trips in the super silent auction. Amazing trips to Disney World, Hawaii, the Teton Valley, Cape May, and Michigan City. All of that closes tonight at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And the silent auction will close at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you get your bids in soon. So now, have the app open now. At the end of our program tonight, around 6:45, or as we begin to close it out, we'll hold our cash raffle drawing for a shot to win up to $5,000, depending upon the number of tickets that we sell. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, go now.
Absolutely. So we hope during the course of the evening you can find something that piques your interest and find it in your hearts to be as generous as possible. So
let's get this show on the road. It's my pleasure now to turn the virtual mic over to Amate House's amazing executive director, Jeannie Belanda. So Jeannie, are you there? Jeannie?
Hi, Phil. Guess what? Jeannie's coming right back in. She lost power at home. So
oh no.
She's coming on right now.
Oh,
I just got her back in. Let's see. Jeannie, are you back with us?
Remember when we said bear with us?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say that we have almost 60 people that are joining us on our Zoom call. Thank you all so much.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. And Maura, you look lovely in your 20s 20s attire.
I can show up in leggings. It's great.
I cut my own hair tonight, which is the first time I've ever done that since the age of 3. Good. And now there's an upward file of Jeannie's ceiling. So take it away, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Jeannie, take it away.
All right. I need 1 second here. Okay. I am so sorry, people. I just lost power. We got it back. But good evening, everyone. Thank you for being so patient. We are so happy you are roaring into 2020 with us, if only virtually. As you know, we saw this gala going differently, but Mother Nature had other plans for us. What's important is that you're safe and healthy and online with us now to celebrate Amate House's 36 years of service to Chicago. We are very grateful to our sponsors who supported us, even when it was clear that there would be no physical event. A big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Radio Flyer, and to our gold sponsors, Wintrust Financial and the Robert R. McCormick Foundation. Thank you also to our bronze sponsors, Liberty Mutual, Chubb, and Betty O'Toole. Finally, thank you to our impact sponsors, Arthur J. Gallagher and Company, Marion Chicago Incorporated, and Burke, Burns, and Pinelli Limited. That is a mouthful. Amate Magic is not possible without our sponsors. Thank you to the event chairs, Maura Daly Hessness and Phil Sabeta, who didn't bat an eye when we had to transition from a physical event to a virtual one. Thank you for your leadership. Most importantly, I want to thank Lisa Wittig. Without Lisa, there would have been no event. Lisa helped to lay out all the many pieces that fit together to create this virtual event. We will hit our financial goal because of her and because of you. These past few weeks, you have shown us how important Amate House is to you and how much you value our work to create leaders for the church and the world, even during this really difficult time. On behalf of the Board of Directors, Associate Board, staff, and fellows, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to give a shout out to this year's award winners, Bishop Robert Casey and alumna Claire Sloss. We are looking forward to honoring them publicly at Amate Magic 2021 next spring. Now, last but certainly not least, I must thank this year's fellows. The past 2 months have been incredibly challenging for them, and I've seen these young women struggle through it, but they stuck it out. They are an amazing group doing amazing work, and I'm so proud to have them here this year. I have the pleasure to introduce you to one of them right now, who will share a reflection of her year of service and community to Amate House. Please welcome Corinne Woodruff.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Jeannie. I can hear my roommates cheering for me in the back. Hello, all. My name is, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Corinne Woodruff, and I am one of this year's Amate House Fellows. I live in the McKinley Park community with 8 other wonderful and powerful women who've listened to me talk on and on about Dorothy Day, bees, and my recent bread-making obsession. I am this year's fellow at the Archdiocese of Chicago's Office of Human Dignity and Solidarity, which is just as big of a mouthful as it was back in August. It's been a true blessing this year to spend time working towards and thinking about justice institutionally, to understand what it means to train the trainers, and to really reflect on how profound our baptismal call is as Catholics, to live in solidarity and love the least among us. As I stand before you now, I am technically standing, even if it is just via my screen. I am full of a profound sense of gratitude. Gratitude for my supportive parents, Steve and Angie. Their bar cabinet, by the way, still up for auction. You should check it out. Who love me unconditionally and support my desire to love and serve others. And for my boyfriend, Luke, who very much does the same. I've also been super grateful for Ryan Lentz, my supervisor at the Archdiocese, who's been there to listen to me and ask questions as I navigate the work I do, and for so many others at the Archdiocese of Chicago who have all been so deeply invested in my growth. A privilege it is to be supported so well, and one that has left me wrestling with questions about access and equity. Participating in a year of service is glorious and messily complicated. It really makes you pause and reflect on your own life and what that means for the work that you do. It would be really easy for me to stand in front of you now and just share about my experience, my work and my reflections. Anyone who knows me well knows that I love to talk, and I love to talk about myself. But this year has been a transformative one, in large part because of the 17 wonderful women who are also in this community. And those truly are the women who do Amate House justice. Sarah, Deandra, Amanda, Tia, Rose, Jocelyn, Mari, Sarah, Meg, Elizabeth, Carly, Claire Marie, Sarah, Carly, Sarah, Michelle, Caitlin, and Vicenta. Yes, that's 4 Sarahs, all wonderful in her own way. I want to say thank you to these women. Thank you for your witness of love and justice that you provide not only to me, but to the world daily. These women have taught me to be bold and courageous, more critical of systems and structures, and to remember to always keep going. I will leave Amate House a better woman and a better servant because of them, and the ways that they are constantly putting love into action. I have a little over a month left in Chicago, and I already know that I will be more firmly committed to the idea that love will change the world. Cornel West has said, "Tenderness is what love looks like in private, and justice is what love looks like in public." Amate House has been a daily reminder of this, and I know it will be for years to come. Thank you for being a part of Amate Magic this year, even though it looks very differently than we could have imagined all those months ago. Thank you for listening to my reflection and for supporting this program over the years and for supporting us here and now. God bless you all.
Thank you. Kudos. Thank you so much, Green.
Well done.
Thank you so much to both of you for those heartfelt remarks. You both embody the wonderful and giving spirit of Amate House, and we are really grateful for your leadership and all of your contributions. I am continually impressed by these young people who choose to give a year of service during a time of life that's often very self-centered, navigating adulthood and the real world. It's really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely, Maura. So at Amate Magic every year, we do a paddle race. Some of you that have come in the past are familiar with this. It's an opportunity to give an outright gift, a donation directly to support Amate House in the Fellows Program. I'd like to ask each of you right now, if you happen to have an extra device that you're already not working on, like I do here, or we have a 5-year-old in the house, so there's like four other devices. Take it out. Pull up the Amate Magic online auction app, which you can get there directly through aesbid.com/Amate20. If all else fails of, I can't find it, you can get it through the amatehouse.org website. You click on events and you can find it that way. But aesbid.com/Amate20. You should have already gotten a link on this, so you should be good. We'll post it again, we'll post it again so that you can take it from there. Mara, my pages fell out of order, so I think you're up next.
All right, so I am working on this too. You can see here on my phone. You can go ahead and click on Fund a Fellow, and in there, oh great, thanks Ryan. So in there, you can see that there's a lovely photo of Claire Marie and Sarah. So now we're gonna walk you through these categories because it's important that you know exactly what Amate House is covering with the support that you're giving. So let's start with the first. The biggest paddle raise option is $3,000. The photo there is Caitlin, who works with Girls in the Game. So we know that $3,000 is a big ask, but here's what it covers. The costs of the program are about $3,000 to put on 3 retreats throughout the year that the fellows take part in. These retreats are really vital to their formation and their spiritual and also important, their mental health. So about $3,000 covers the cost of their public transportation, also for 3 fellows for the entire school year. You may not have known that Amate House covers all the day-to-day expenses for our fellows, including getting them to and from their work sites each day. If you're able to give at this level, we would greatly appreciate it. So please click on the red purchase button and add it to your cart. So it would mean a lot to the organization.
Thanks, Mara. Our second level is the $1,500 level, and we're going to move over, and you'll get a chance to see that option in a second. You'll see a picture of there. That's a picture of Tia. She's one of our essential employees who is currently heading out twice a week to serve dinner to the homeless at St. Thomas of Canterbury's soup kitchen. Again, this is a huge ask. We recognize that. $1,500 is a lot, but we want you to know that this amount covers 1 educational award for a fellow. So Amate House has stepped up the last couple of years to respond to the huge amount of debt, college debt that graduates are facing. We all know this. This is a pervasive story. And we're committed to offering our fellows that are right out of college a substantial award to help them pay off their student loans. Now, this is an amazing program, and I think it's one of the best parts of Amate House. If this is something that you feel you can do at the $1,500 level, it would mean the world to us. It would help the fellows reduce some of the stress that they have around college debt. And I already see one came in.
Yes, thank you, Beth
Thank you.
Curry. Thank you so much for giving this amount. We have 18 fellows this year who will be receiving this award, and that really adds up. It's $27,000 this year alone. The next level is for $750. So in the image that's associated with that amount, you see Claire Marie. She works at Colby House, which serves inmates and their families. So her work is conducted from home right now, but it's really exploded over the last few months as she tries to support her clients during this pandemic. And so if you're able to give $750 today, that would cover 1 month of allowances for 5 of our fellows. Outside of the everyday expenses of room and board, Amate House gives our fellows a monthly allowance to help cover the cost of a cell phone bill, personal travel, any other expenses they might have. So the help here would be helpful for them.
I'm tracking along here, Mara, just to see how things are coming on the app, and it's really exciting because we see a nice amount of activity on the whole paddle raise, if you will, site. We're going to take a look at the $350 level now, and we're going to show you Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Amanda works at Catholic Charities in their Southwest office, and another expense that Amate House incurs for every fellow is health insurance. How vital is that? And it's such an important and necessary piece to this entire algorithm of getting these fellows into this practice and their volunteer service for a year. $350 covers 1 month of health insurance for our fellows. Now, I don't want to do the math here because I'm not that good at math. Believe me, the last 6 weeks have told me that I'm not that good at math. But $350 sounds like it adds up to a lot. If you think you can make this level of a donation, it will mean the world to the organization. Click on the red purchase button on that page to support Amanda and the other fellows. It will mean the world to us.
Absolutely. Okay, so now let's take a look at our $100 level. Excuse me. And in there, you'll see a photo of Mari. Mari is a STEM teacher at the Academy of St. Benedict the African in Inglewood. Now, I work for the Office of Catholic Schools at the Archdiocese of Chicago, and I can tell you firsthand how important these fellows are to our underserved schools like St. Benedict the African. Mari helps her students learn by building with Legos. Very fun and educational. So if you haven't given yet, this is a really great level to give. $100 covers 1 month of groceries for one fellow.
So $100 for 1 month, that's crazy.
Absolutely. And we've been ordering food like crazy these days. And I can tell you that $100 doesn't go very far. But one of the many life lessons that fellows learn at Amate House is how to stretch a dollar when they're grocery shopping. So I would love to have you folks join me in giving $100 to help cover that grocery bill.
Okay, folks, we don't want to beat you up much longer. There's one final level here, and it's the $50 paddle raise level. And on this page, once we get over there, you're going to see Sarah, and we'll get over there in a second. I don't want to get ahead of the program here. All right, going back to the main page. So Sarah, there we go. Sarah's there on the left, and she's laughing with some of the students at Rupert College of Loyola University of Chicago. And go Ramblers, donating $50. You can cover the cost of an oil change for one of our well-loved Amate House vehicles. Now you're probably saying, wow, that's kind of strange. We have vehicle maintenance issues on a regular basis. So this $50 is just illustrating the need of where $50 can go to something that's so incredibly vital.
I think I can hear the alumni laughing from here.
Yeah. So I've seen these cars, and yes, they've seen better days, but you all know that just by changing the oil, you can do so much. But you probably miss them a little bit, don't you, alumni? So.
Absolutely. Well, real quick, thank you to Holly and to Sean for giving $350 each. That money is going to go a long way. So folks, if you don't see or hear a level that was quite right for you, any amount is welcome. There's a donate button at the top of the screen when you're on the bidding page, and you can always go to Amate House's website to make that donation.
So at this point, if you haven't already, if you can see some of the names in the comment section, Lisa and Ryan, who are our producers on the back end of this entire event, will post them as they come in. We thank you, because we do want to call out the people that are giving out donations at larger levels. God love you, and thank you so much for your support of Amate House.
Well, I made my donation.
I did too.
So if you're not able to get on and give right now, we'll leave the Fund a Fellow category open on the bidding website through Monday morning. So use those stimulus checks wisely, folks.
So thank you, all of you made so much who have made a donation.
Wow, sorry, Bill, we just got a $3,000 donation from the Hamilton Cotter family. Thank you so much.
Oh, fantastic. It's like the old telethons on WGN. Coming in. That's so fantastic. Thank you so much. I know that you know what that means to the organization, and the fellows who give these years of service, and even the alumni who can look fondly back at the experiences that they have and see that the organization is still strong and supported by so many. Thank you to all of you who have supported the Fund a Fellow tonight. We want to transition to the entertainment piece tonight, because we've been keeping this at bay. But keep an eye on those silent auction items. And again, if you haven't gotten your cash raffle ticket, get it now. Get it now. I know Ann, that's where Ann is right now. She's not here next to me. She's out getting her ticket. All right, so so we've got a concert for you now. Once the music's over, the cash raffle sales will close. Enough from Mara and I for right now. Let's welcome Joe Matisse from the Walk-Ins to entertain us with a few songs. Joe, if you already haven't taken us off of mute, take it away.
And here's to you, this is Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you ever know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven knows the less those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We like to know what you're bit about the schoolhouse house. We like to help you learn to help yourself. Look around you, oh, you see how sympathetic guys stroll around the grounds until you feel home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you ever know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven knows the best will do parade. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hiding in a hiding place where no one ever goes. I put in your pantry with your cupcakes. It's a little secret just to Robinson's affair. Most of all, you got to hide it from the kids who do. Mrs. Robinson, Jesus loves you more than you ever know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven knows the best will do parade. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon. Going to the county makes the bake. Left out each out about here when you got to choose. Anyway, who cares? and it's new. Where have you gone? Till the last ego, our nation turns slowly has to you. Ooh, what's that saying? Susan Robinson, don't do it and gone away. Hey, 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 hey.
That was great. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you for
We see lots of applause.
That was wonderful. Can you turn the guitar a little closer to the to us so that we can hear the guitar a little more?
How's that? A little better?
Nice.
How's that? I'm trying to do it right. I've been alone and loud. I'm sleeping here instead. I'm sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show the family another girl that I was with. I don't know where I belong, but I don't know where I've been wrong. I can write a song. I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweet. Oh, I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweet. Oh, hey, oh, hey. I don't think you're right for him. Think good about a man. Oh, Chinatown. And I'm standing on Canal in the Valley. She was standing next to me. And I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweet. Oh, and I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweet. Oh, the love we need now. It's all fall song. Oh, we're bleeding now. And I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweet. Oh, and I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweet. Oh, hey, oh, hey.
Woo!
I missed the rest of the guys.
Who knows, Joe?
I had this one's a special request that I had. Where it began, I can't begin to know him, but now I know it's going strong. Was the spring, then the spring turned to summer. Who would have known you'd come along? And touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, time never seems so good. I've been inclined to believe in him, but now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I heard the hundreds off my shoulder, how can I help but hold you? Just warm, touching warm, reaching Caroline. Time never seems so good. Life really flies. When we never was. Caroline. Time never seems so good. I'm really fine. Well, they never would, but now
Yay! Loved it. I see lots of dancing out there.
Very nice.
I love it. We got time for one more. We roll into the raffle.
Give us one more.
One more. All right. I got one. I sent a quick shout out to Tomasino, if he's on watching with the Strobel family. Wanted to say hello. Hope you guys are doing well. I've got one for you here. I was going to do. There we go. Baby, your song, you never want to roll my windows down. When I first saw you, it's out far. She was popping right out South Georgia. Thought, oh, good Lord, she had a long time let's go. Help myself, so I walked up and said, baby, your song, you make me want to roll my windows down. Cruise down a back road, going down south to a little farm town. You with a brand new Chevy, you look the hell out better with you up in here. Baby, your song, you make me want to roll my windows down. She was sipping on soda, singing March Brothers, falling in love with the sweet autumn song. I ride up to the cab of my truck and said, fire it up, let's go get this thing stuck. Baby, your song, you make me want to roll my windows down. Cruise down the back road, don't stop south to little farm town. You in a brand new Chevy, you hell out better with you up in here. Baby, your song, make me want to roll my windows down. Last summer sun, fell to the knees. I looked at this tree at me. I turned on AC lights and I drove on out because it felt so right now. Hurrying now, man, it felt so right. So I put it in park, grabbed my guitar and strummed a couple chords, sang from my heart. Girl, you got that beating my chest thumping, can't you get you out of my head? Said, baby, your song, you make me want to roll my windows down. Cruise down the back road, don't stop south to a little farm town. You in a brand new Chevy, you the hell out there to keep up in it. Says, baby, your song, you make me want to roll my windows down. I'm gonna
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Joe.
Batiste, thank you, Joe, so
Thank
much for joining us. Hey, I want to ask you if you can stick around and just close out the program shortly after we, after a final song, after we have the cash raffle, if you'll do that.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank you
Joe.
so much.
Felt a little silly dancing in our living room alone, but once we got into it, it was fun. Thanks
That's
a
right.
bunch.
This is the biggest crowd I've had in about 5 weeks, so thanks.
Us too.
Well, thank you for joining us. And the cash raffle sales are now closed. So thanks for all who purchased tickets. We're going to give Lisa a few minutes to make sure she has all the tickets ready. She had to, we had to change from a tiny little fishbowl to a Rubbermaid container because there were so many raffle tickets. So we're going to give her a minute to wrap those up. Phil, do we have any announcements to our guests? We want to wrap up this program.
We do. My daughter Ann sends a note that says, "You guys are the best at work."
Oh, How
I think that's very
sweet.
flattering. So thanks, Anne. That's lovely.
Well, I've been
okay.
I hope folks have been looking at the chat. We've been thanking everyone who's been giving donations. I was looking through the crowd. Love the costumes.
How about it?
And some backgrounds are even set up. Kudos.
And you know, the biggest thing is that those trips are still the biggest grabs. So we're looking at them in this household to see if that's something that we're going to do.
Stay away from that Kate May.
Yep. Well, the silent auction is going to close at 8 o'clock. That's everything. And so take a look at those. You know, I'll tell you, this shelter in place order, you know, has me making plans to get out of my house. I showed you I showed you the bullet bottle earlier. We've made a little dent. But it was a different bottle. That was a sight gag. Anyway, so.
Oh, I am with you. I need to get out of my house, whenever that is. But I'm looking at, you know, maybe doing a little social isolating on the beach in Kauai.
Yep.
Like I think I've mentioned that I'm interested in Cape May. So, you know, don't forget about all those great silent auction items. Ann and I are going to fight to the end for those radio flyer. Hannah has her eye on a few things.
That Cape May house is 4 bedrooms.
That's true.
So
we could go together.
You can shove a lot of people in that house, but you know, keeping in mind the owner's wishes. It's quite amazing the packages though that have been assembled by the team that put all this together. So get over to that bidding site if you haven't been there to take a look at those. Except for the wine cellar package, that one's mine.
All right, we get it. You need some wine over there. But all right, let's see if Lisa and Ryan are ready to do our cash raffle drawing.
You guys ready?
I think we're ready.
Drum roll.
All right.
All
Take it
right.
away.
So as Maura said, we originally had all of the tickets in here and quickly discovered this was not going to fit. So we've upgraded a bit.
Yeah, so we've got our bin.
Fantastic.
We sold so many tickets and like really up to the wire. I was just still processing them that were coming through during the event. So thank you to everybody who was participating. Thank you to Maura and Phil for co-hosting. This has been so much fun. We've got a lot of tickets here. And as a reminder, the winner does not need to be present to win. Hopefully you are in here somewhere and we can catch you when we draw your name, but they do not need to be here with us tonight. If less than 200 tickets are sold, the prize awarded will be reduced proportionally to the number of tickets sold, but we are real close to 200, guys. And the winner is responsible for any applicable taxes. That's like the fine print at the bottom right there. All right, Ryan, if you will help me out here and draw tickets.
All right, I'm gonna give it a good mix here. All right, I got a ticket.
All right.
We're gonna see if this person is present.
I think she is.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can find her. And then I'll let you announce the winner, Ryan.
Okay.
Let's see.
I hope this person has their video turned on.
I
Not sure.
noticed that too. She was on earlier.
Let's see.
Oh, I let it go. Oops. I gave a clue.
Uh-oh.
It looks like she might not be on anymore.
Sounds like it's
Okay.
not me.
That's gonna be most disappointing for everybody who's.
Well, it's not me.
Well, let's look again. Well,
Yeah.
there's so many people.
Yeah, this
How
is
many
great.
people do we have?
We have 77
Currently
people on
there's
right now.
77.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's about a third, well, a fourth of what we would have had. So that's awesome for a virtual event. We're really happy. Thank you
Yeah.
all for being here.
Well, I don't see our winner on, but the winner of the cash raffle is Mary Wolf.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations, Mary.
Congratulations. That's so great, Mary. We will be reaching out to you soon to communicate with you about your prize. If you're on here, I don't think you are. We didn't see you, but thank you to everyone again for participating in Amate Magic 2020. The last couple of months have really been life-changing for all of us, and I really hope you all know that your support is an incredible way to keep the hope alive here in Chicago. Amate House Fellows are out there doing direct service, accompanying clients, connecting them to much-needed services, and as we look ahead to the future, they will be needed even more. Your support tonight is what will allow that to happen. Thank you, and finally, if it hasn't been emphasized enough tonight, I must take one last opportunity, can you find them for me, to thank the Amate House Fellows. So I know some of you are here. If we could.
I'm going to spotlight the LV Fellows.
Hey, look,
Hey,
it's Little
LV.
Village.
Hey!
It's so great to see you guys. Are you guys having a good night? Are they still
I'm going to
muted?
unmute you.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Oh.
Wonderful. And,
And
let's,
then we're going to shift over to McKinley Park now.
let's see if our McKinley Park Fellows, there they are.
We're going to spotlight you now. Hey!
Hello.
So good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I just really want to tell each one of you that you are an incredible gift to this program. Thank you for everything you've done this year, everything you've been a part of, everything you've done for your service site. It means so much to me as an alum, as a staff member, and to all of the Amate House supporters. So thank you. Round of applause for the fellows, yay! And thank you for attending Amate Magic 2020. This was so much fun and so different from how I thought it would be, but it was really great. So Joe, if you're still with us and you're willing to send us out with like closing time, no, whatever song you have to send us off tonight, we would really appreciate it.
If you want closing time, it is. Here it comes. It's closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. It's closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. It's closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. I say closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, yeah. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be wrong. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters gone. Gather up jacket, move it to the exit. I hope you have found me well. It's closing time. Every beginning comes from some other beginning then. Yeah, well, I know who I want to take me home. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. It's closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be wrong. It's closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters gone. Gather up jackets, move it to the exit. I hope you have found me well. It's closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning then. Yeah, well, I know who I want to take me home. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Well, I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. It's closing time. one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey, oh Bill. It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah.
Joe Matisse, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
right.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks so
Thanks,
much,
everybody.
Joe. Hey, you guys, as it turns out, Mary is on. We just couldn't find her. Mary, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Congratulations on winning the
Congratulations.
cash raffle, Mary.
You read my name and I went like this, and I don't think anybody saw me because you couldn't find me. But yes, I'm on. I'm still on, and now you get to hear me and say thank you. This is so exciting.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you, thank you. This is like, okay, I don't have the words right now. I'll send you an email. I'll thank Amate, and I'll thank Lisa and Ryan and all the rest of you that have put this whole program together. Absolutely just amazing. And God bless you all. And that's my story. And
God bless you, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support, Mary.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, everyone. Oh, sorry.
so you're wondering, this is the only hat I had with a feather. And it was my going to church hat back in the 70s.
It's
So,
beautiful.
Looks great.
all right. Oh my gosh. I have so many words to say, but they're all on top of each other right now.
Well, enjoy it.
That's for all the fellows and all of you that somehow managed to pull this off in this year with all the crazy virus stuff happening.
Well, it was quite the feat. Thank you, Lisa and Ryan, for helping us do that, and for Mary and everyone else for donating and buying tickets and buying the silent auction. I will be spending my evening glued to my device to make sure that I
As will I.
those will be open until 10 p.m. Do not forget. Hopefully you're all logged in so that you get the devices or the notifications. So
On behalf of all of us, thank you so much for joining us. We thoroughly appreciate your support of Amate Magic and Amate House and the fellows. Continue to be safe. We wish you health and prosperity in these coming weeks and days and months, and be good. Thank you so much.
And please save the date for this time next year. Join us in person where we can all celebrate together.
Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Night.